Girlfriends. The one thing that a lot of young boys, a lot of young men, even men who are a bit older, even girls, a lot of the population really wants to have a girlfriend or boyfriend. And I have a few interesting stories with them. Well, to get started, let's talk about me when I was younger. When I was around like 13, 14, that's when I started getting into the dating scene. And I know people are going to say, hey, but that's like middle school, high school relationships, bro. They're not serious. Yo. Let me land. This is just a story time video for people to listen and also to gain knowledge, and also the big problem with girlfriends. A lot of people, they really love to think about the idea of being with a girl is so simple. You just go up to her, you ask her out, and there you go. You have a girlfriend. But they don't necessarily think, what is the meaning of having a girlfriend? Well, see, when I was in these relationships, I'd normally pursue the relationship really hungrily. I'd be like, yes, I really want a girlfriend right now. I see it on TV, I see it everywhere. And I go tell the girl that I like her. Sometimes I play the long game and I start acting like I don't like her. Then she gains feelings for me and I start being a pussy. And I'm like, hey, let me go check if she likes me. And I pretend like I'm some Einstein level genius. Being like, oh, I knew you liked me. Meanwhile, it was just a matter of communication. But then I get into the relationship. And that's where the problems start to begin. See, no one actually really knows what relationship means. They really just understand about the highs, really just saying that I love you. And it really starts with that whole 3-month rule where you start thinking, hey, I'm in this relationship for 3 months. It's going to be completely nice. It's all sweet. Everything's completely cool. But you don't really start to think when things start to go wrong. The arguments. The times where your girlfriend's asking you to hang out with her, but you want to go hang out with the boys or the girls. And it becomes a situation now where it's kind of just like, what do you do whilst you're in a relationship? And to my answer to that is nothing. Because if you don't know what you're doing, just don't get into one. And some people may say, hey, that's kind of dumb, because how are you meant to know what you're doing unless you're meant to go find out? Yeah, well, you going to go find out breaks people's hearts. And I don't really think breaking someone's heart is really the best thing to do. So my solution to everything is you sit here and you listen to the rest of this video to understand how the hell you could try and navigate a relationship. By the way, I'm not perfect. I'm not in one right now. I've been in a proper one for a minute, but I can tell you some secret sauce to help you guys out. Rule number 1, respect yourself. People forget to respect themselves when they are in relationships. You guys love to jump into a relationship and start thinking, hey, I'ma just go ahead and do whatever she says because she's the best thing in my world. No, she isn't. Stop lying to yourself. She isn't the best woman in your world. She isn't the best thing in your world. The best woman is your mom if you have a good relationship with her. The best thing in your world is yourself, because that's the only thing which really matters in your own life. Maybe the universe, but hey, listen, yourself, you come first. When you're in these relationships, you need to really think, hey, am I looking out for myself? Am I being realistic to myself? You ain't gonna give her the world, bro. You're gonna give her what you can from the world. So that's rule number 1. And a lot of people mess that up, because when you go ahead and make these high expectations for yourself within these 3 months, you go ahead and you start having arguments now because you don't meet these expectations. Rule number 2, and it's a very, very simple rule, and it's something that people really need to think about before they go ahead and delude themselves, is, do I actually like this girl, or do I like the attention she's giving me? Now, the reason why I say this is because you could have gone and promised her the whole world. Sure thing, that's rule number 1 broken. But rule number 2 is here to catch you from breaking rule number 1. Because if you actually like this girl, then you're not going to promise her the whole world for no reason. See, there's too many girls out there, and I know this is about to sound crazy, and especially to the girls who like guys or girls who like girls, there's too many people out there who, they are actually normal people just like you. And they're not that special. Because of that, you don't actually need to impress anyone, bro. But instead, you're here jumping leaps and bounds, trying to impress her. Instead, you're here doing everything in your power to make sure that she loves you and then she stays with you. Meanwhile, she ain't even all that. And I'm not even saying this from a looks department. I'm saying this from a personality department, bro. I'm saying this from an area where it's like the girl could be the prettiest girl that you know, but she could be the biggest bum that you know. And I know this for a fact. There was a girl, I may or may not have been interested in her, and all she did was bum activities and think like a bum. And all she did was go ahead and preach that she's something else than what she actually is. Now again, no shade to her. I'm all right with her as a person. We're still friends. It's cool. But my biggest problem right now is, hey, why on earth am I into her when she isn't anything that special? And I had to really gain confidence in myself to really think, yo, bro, what the fuck am I doing? So yeah, that's what I mean by you need to realistically think to yourself, is this girl all that? Is her personality all that? Look at her hobbies. Look at her friends. Look at what she does all day. And look at yourself. Compare yourself to this person and really think, is this someone that I can share the rest of my life with, if it gets that far? And is this someone that I'm willing to develop a relationship with? Or is this someone that I just looked at and thought she's good enough for me? That's rule number 2. Rule number 3. And rule number 3 is very, very important, because a lot of people do forget this once they do somehow get into that talking stage. Because now you've gone past rule number 1 and 2. You're now in the talking stage of this girl. You've picked the girl that you wanted after rule number 2 by making sure she's not a bum. And rule number 1, you made sure that you respected yourself. Now, the real question is, on rule 3, is pacing. As a guy or a girl, or as a person in this relationship, specifically the men out here that I'm really talking to, but the girls, you can take notes. You need to pace the relationship to your own accord. You're both in this relationship. It's not just you, but you need to make sure that this pacing is fitting towards yourself. If this pacing is not fitting towards you, buddy, I am so sorry to let you know, this is not the relationship for you, bro. You're gonna be here suffering. You're gonna be thinking, why the hell am I even here? And I have no response to really give you. The only thing I could realistically give you is, yo, you didn't pace the relationship correctly. There are some people who get into a relationship day one and they're immediately inside each other's pants, and it's like, yo, how are we here? And then there's some people, they get into a relationship and it's just really, really dry, really, really slow. Nothing's happening. They're not meeting up to go on dates. Nothing's happening at all. And you're just kind of just there, just being friends with a label. You need to dictate the pace. Not anyone else. You need to dictate the pace. You could try ask me. You could try ask anyone, what am I doing wrong in the relationship? It doesn't feel good. But that's because you didn't pay attention to rule 1 and rule 2 to pick the right person and to also respect yourself and your own taste. And you also didn't respect the fact that when you're in this relationship or talking stage, you're not respecting the fact that you have control. So rule 3 is respect your own control. So after covering all 3 rules, and I probably forgot them or mix and match the words, and I probably may or may not have phrased them the exact same way. But rule 3, rule 2, and rule 1, if you apply all 3 of these, I'm not gonna promise you, but I can tell you one thing for sure. One thing for sure. And that is, you may or may not have a really good relationship with someone. And before someone asks, but yo, bro, how do I even get a girl to look at me in the right direction? There'll be another video for that. Maybe. I don't know. But to really quickly grasp over it is, make yourself a better guy if people are not looking in your direction. And also be happy with yourself, because you can only be as good as you set yourself out to be. So yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching the video, and bye.